All right, this time we're going to work on some division. I'm going to show you two ways to divide. You can divide using the traditional method, or you can divide using partial quotient. For the traditional method, I'm going to do a problem that is 278 divided by 5. So for this method, I'm going to first start out and think how many 5s can I take out of 2? And when we think about this, nothing times 5 gets 2, so we put our 0 up here. 5 times 0 is 0, so we're going to subtract. 2 minus 0 is still 2, and we bring down our next number. Now we think, how many times does 5 make 27? Or what times 5 gets closest to 27? So 5 times 5 equals 25. So 5 times 5 is 25, which is closest to 27. Now I subtract. 7 minus 5 leaves me 2. And I bring down my next number, which is 8. Again, what times 5 gets closest to 28? Again, that would be 5. So 5 times 5 is 25. And 8 minus 5 is 3. And since there's nothing else to bring down, we know the remainder is 3. So my answer would be 55, remainder 3. Okay, this next problem I'm going to show you with partial quotient. So this time I have the same problem, 5 divided by 278, except I'm going to use the big 7. I'm going to think 5 times what gets closest to 200, or 5 times what gets closest to 278. So if we did 5 times 100, that would be too much. That would be 500. But if I did 5 times 50, I know 5 times 5 is 25, and add my 0 makes 250. So I can subtract my 250. And my other 50 is going to go off to the side. Now I subtract. 8 minus 0 is 8. 7 minus 5 is 2. So now, 5 times what gets closest to 28? Well, 5 times 5 equals 25. Remember, use simple numbers, numbers that you know. You could multiply by 10 here. You could multiply by 40 here. You could multiply by 2 here. Use numbers that you know. It might take you a little longer, but that's okay. So now we're going to subtract 25, and our 5 goes off to the side. 8 minus 5 equals 3, which becomes our remainder. And over here we add it together. 5 plus 50 is 55. So again, our answer is 55, remainder 3. All right, here's another example. We're going to do traditional and partial quotient. So traditional, how many times can we have 7 come out of 7? Right, 7 times 1 equals 7. So we're going to take 7 minus 7 and get 0. Then we bring down our next number, which is 5. How many times is 7 taken out of 5? Of course, you can't take 7 out of 5, so we know that's 0. 7 times 0 is 0, so we subtract and we get 5. And we bring down our next number, which is 6. 7 times what gets 56? 7 times 8 equals 56, so we subtract 56. And we get 0 as our remainder. We have nothing left, so we have a remainder of 0, and our answer is 108. Okay, we're going to try this with partial quotient. So this time we're going to think 7 times what gets close to 700. So 7 times 100 equals 700. So we take 700 and we subtract it. And we take that 100 and we put it off to the side. So if we subtract it, we get 56 left. 7 times what gets closest to 56? Right, 7 times 8 equals 56. So we put 56 off under the 7 and 8 over to the side. We get 0 when we subtract, and we add this together to get 108. Again, you could use different numbers here, but that's the easiest way to solve it.